It is with a heavy heart that due to health reasons, I'll be the third officer retiring, scheduled to work my last day, April 10th. When I was hired as an officer in 1988, I made an oath to the city and to myself to always do my best. Whatever I did, I wanted to do it with integrity, professionalism, and at the end of the day, know that looking back, I made something, or more importantly, someone better than before we met. A couple of assignments where I felt I did that was as a new firearms instructor, assisting in breaking the paradigm of standing and shooting, basically doing target practice. The administration at that time thought, you move, you're going to shoot yourself. And I told them, we can't do that. We did scenario-based training, and it is now the norm. And as your first school police liaison officer, I was changing the community mindset of a police officer in a school, which was a challenge and hard for the community to accept at the time, but we overcame that obstacle and we moved forward. In fact, we have 3 police school liaison officers now. And finally, as chief, and when I say we, meaning the department, the Police and Fire Commission, City Council, the mayors I've worked with, not as many as you, Steve, but department heads and residents have accomplished so much. The department philosophy of helping those in need to assisting those without a voice, to be there when called upon, no matter the call, has shaped our department. A couple weeks ago, I ended up responding to, in cold weather, to a child who was 2 years old, locked his mother out of the house. Mother was frantic. What other community would have 6 officers respond to help that child and help that mother? I was proud. I was one of them. But I was proud to see all the officers come. When police across the country struggle with public outcry of brutality or lack of community contact, our department rings Salvation Army bells, raises money for veterans and other causes, partners with community stakeholders for positive change, and always strives to be better. In the past 6 years as your chief, we developed programs to assist the nearly 5,000 veterans in our county because a statistic of 22 suicides a day is not acceptable. To assist those suffering from mental illness, every officer on the department is trained as a crisis intervention specialist. We also, as I stated earlier, assigned 1 officer to proactively help those in need by assisting in crisis plans and resource deployment. We started a computer forensic officer position to address cybercrime, with the most horrific being child solicitation and exploitation. We developed a recognition program for people who assist the department above and beyond because we cannot do it alone. We moved forward with projects such as Joint Dispatch, Municipal Court, and a myriad of technology resources, including training officers on a daily basis. We are always advocates of change, supporting programs such as Bring a Buddy, because students freezing on our streets or drowning in our river must not happen again. We are raising awareness of heroin use and the precursors of such use, because people dying with needles in their arms is not Stevens Point. We work together through the toughest budgets, and we never laid off an officer. We developed an auxiliary police unit to assist the department keeping officers on patrol during special events when traffic control is needed, and assist in the development of young people who want a career in law enforcement. We developed a community service officer program, as I said earlier, to deliver parking administrative services more efficiently and effectively. Above everything else, as our mission statement articulates, we develop community partnerships that make your police department more accessible and accountable. I want to first thank the Police and Fire Commission, past and present, who had faith in me 6 years ago to be your chief and 27 years ago to serve this wonderful community. I want to thank my family at the police department, who made bad days tolerable and good days great. Thank you to the many members of the City Council, many members I've served with, mayors, department heads, and community organizations I've had the pleasure to work with. In my 17 years in management, the people that are over in this box over here are one of the best groups of department heads I've ever worked with. I especially want to thank my family who has put up with me, good and bad. Michael, who's serving our country in Alaska right now and can't be here. Molly and Reed. Molly's going to be married this September. And Allie, my little Allie. And most of all, my beautiful wife, Dawn. Do I get points for that?
Oh, yeah. Big
Okay,
points.
good. Without her support, I would be lost. To my parents who couldn't be here, but my mother and father-in-law who are here, my extended family and friends that have been there for me, I thank you. I ultimately thank God for the opportunities He's given me, prayers He has answered, and the people I mentioned before being a part of my life. I want to finally say to the community, I hope I served you well, and my intentions are to continue serving in volunteer ways. God bless, and thank you.